We often believe in the saying, if you aren't part of the same family, you won't enter the same home, implying that those who live under the same roof are naturally one unified family. However, reality often shows us that just because people share the same house or name, it doesn't necessarily make them a single, unified family. Life's truths often present contradictions, and this is one of them. As parents, we work hard during our middle years to build a family, raising children, securing finances, and creating a stable home. However, when we grow old, it's crucial to remember that parents and children are not always one family in the same sense. Failing to realize this can lead to significant troubles. 1. Parents' home is the big family, children's home is the small family. In my hometown, there's an unspoken tradition: once a child gets married, even if they stay in their parents' house for a couple of months, they are expected to move out and live separately. Even in poorer families, where they may not be able to build a new house, they at least set up a small side shelter to symbolize the creation of a new family unit. This tradition marks a joyous occasion, as the children branch out, signifying growth and independence. Those who stay in their parents' home without starting their own household often face ridicule for being unable to marry or being labeled as a bachelor. As time passes, the family grows into multiple smaller units. Each child forms their own family, and during holidays or special occasions, they return to their parents' home, bringing gifts and sharing meals. At that moment, they seem like one big family. But once the holidays are over, each returns to their own smaller household, focusing on their work and life. During busy seasons like harvest time, the family may unite to help each other, not keeping track of every hour or penny spent. After the work is done, everyone goes back to their own business, and favors exchanged need to be repaid. When one family is in trouble, others may offer financial help without expecting repayment. But in times of prosperity, everyone focuses on their own family. This fluid exchange between big family and small family shows that while family ties remain, the relationships are clearly defined and separate. Especially regarding money matters, it's essential to be transparent. Parents and children should be clear about financial exchanges. This way, family dynamics flow smoothly without hidden resentment or unspoken expectations. 2. Parents living with their children long-term often leads to mutual harm. The Qing dynasty Emperor Qianlong's upbringing provides an interesting lesson. Raised by a foster mother, Qianlong's birth mother followed palace rules and raised her nephew, Hongzhou, as her own son. This distance was maintained to avoid deep emotional bonds that could lead to political conflicts, such as competing for the throne. Even after Qianlong became emperor, his mother continued to favor Hongzhou, constantly asking Qianlong for money and titles on his behalf. Qianlong, though respectful of filial duty, wisely kept a certain distance from his mother, limiting her influence over government affairs. This example highlights the importance of maintaining some distance between parents and their adult children. When parents and children stay too close, it can lead to complications. For one, parents may lose their dignity, feeling like they have to walk on eggshells in their own home. The story of Zhang Gongyi from the Tang dynasty, who famously kept his family in harmony for 9 generations by practicing extreme patience 100 times of endurance, illustrates how uncomfortable it can be for parents to constantly suppress their opinions and desires just to keep peace. Additionally, when parents meddle too much in their children's marriages, they often do more harm than good. Constant interference, nagging, and attempts to control the household can create deep unhappiness for their children. Grandchildren might be spoiled by overindulgent grandparents, resulting in poor behavior and academic performance. 3. When parents pass away, the family scatters. As parents age and can no longer manage the household, it's important to settle financial matters and distribute property wisely. Telling your children, "This will all be yours to share and maintain," is often unrealistic. While it may seem like a good idea to keep the family together after you're gone, this only leads to future disputes. Imagine a large family gathering every day, sharing meals, and using the same space and resources. Who covers the daily expenses? How are the costs divided fairly? Who takes care of the children when one sibling is busy? These practical concerns can become a source of conflict. Once parents pass away, no matter how much they may want the family to remain united, the reality is that the family will naturally break apart. The house will either be given to one child or sold and divided among the siblings. Trying to force the family to remain intact only invites unnecessary tension. 4. Forced togetherness breeds bitterness, while letting go preserves harmony. As we age, the best approach is to enjoy your own life and let your children live theirs. Watching from a distance, letting them grow and learn from their experiences without intervention, is one of the greatest gifts you can give them. The saying, "A mother gives birth to 9 children, and none are the same," holds true. Each child is unique, and forcing them to stay united will only cause friction and resentment. When the family scatters and each individual pursues their own path, it's not a sign of failure, but rather a natural progression toward independence. In conclusion, as we grow older, it's essential to understand that parents and children, while once part of the same family, inevitably become separate entities. The parent's home is the big family, but the children's homes are their own small families. By recognizing this shift and respecting the boundaries between parents and children, we can avoid unnecessary heartache and preserve the loving relationships we've built over a lifetime. Letting go is not a loss, but an opportunity for everyone to flourish in their own way.